first preference was to continue to play with the New York Knicks. We had been a successful franchise in the ABA, and 2 out of the last 3 years we had won championships. Well, yes, I've stated during the holdout period that had hoped that we would sit down and resolve our differences as late as 4 o'clock. But evidently, over the next 12 hours, a deal was made with the Philadelphia 76ers, and I approved the deal and decided that I would become a Philadelphia 76er, and hopefully I'll be able to finish out my basketball playing career here with this team. Well, my feelings about it and my feelings about the present situation is that I would prefer just to deal with this day forward and what's happening now, not what has happened in the past. And that's what I would prefer to do, but I know there's no way I'm going to sit in this room and evade not having to deal with what has transpired in the last couple of weeks or the last month, because it's something that I guess people want to know about and have a right to know about. Felt is at peak efficiency within 1 to 2 weeks. Not any problem. I haven't played in any exhibition games or played competitively since last season. I have worked out since the training camp period started, which was something like September 21st or so. I have done extensive running and extensive tuning of my body and stretching my body, and I've never been the type of person to really get too far out of shape that it takes a long period for me to get in shape again. And therefore, I felt, and I still feel, as though my position was a just one and a right one, because I had been verbally promised certain considerations that weren't lived up to, and that the point in time when training camp was supposed to start, I had been given no indication that, or no guarantees that they would be lived up to, and I felt as though I have a right, whether I'm contracted or not, to either play or not to play. If I choose not to play, I choose not to be paid. This isn't slavery, and no one can drag a player onto the court and make him perform. Well, I was learning the game, and I feel right now I'm still learning the game, to learn every facet of the game and be a complete player. And that way I can continually be an asset to whatever team I'm playing for. Well, I have mixed emotions about leaving. I feel very, very sorry for the position that my teammates, my ex-teammates, are in. A lot of the guys have played a number of years, and I don't think that they'll be there when the team finishes rebuilding. I think the Nets will have to become a guard-oriented team and build around Nate Archibald and John Williamson before they can become contenders again. And I've always felt that there are a lot of things that I could do with my life. I feel I'm a very confident person. I feel as though I can relate to people on any given level, and financially, presently, I feel as though I'm in a position where I just don't have to go out and take the first thing that came along. So if it came down to not playing this year, I'd probably think about furthering my education in personnel management, and then pursuing law, and of course missing basketball at the same time. But fortunately, it never. Well, I always thought Philadelphia was a team with 5 superstars, or so, or even 12.
Good answer.
And I don't anticipate having any problems playing with Big George or any of the other players. I think this is a question that is always asked of teams when they acquire players who are all-stars or all-pro or whatever. And, in the players' minds in training camp and the beginning of the year, we always sit down and set our objectives, which are to go out and work together and win a championship. And this is something that, many times you run into situations where the guys have to be reminded of it. But as long as that is first and foremost in a team situation, you don't have friction problems, you don't have ego problems, or you don't have a problem where you need two balls.